Yo, what's up, everybody? You're tuned into Let's Talk About It with Cha-Cha and the unstoppable Run It Back crew. Get ready for high-octane discussions, epic stories, and non-stop energy. Let's get it started.
All right, America, you know what it is. It's Cha-Cha in the building with another episode of Let's Talk About It.
Who comes out a winner? Me. Griffin once again. Undefeated champion of the world.
All right. Y'all know what it is. I'm always in the building. So, all right, everybody. This topic is called The Woman That Cried Wolf. Let me ask you all, the panel, my team, my running back team, have you all heard this story? It happened in South Florida where a female was unalive with two other people, and it was her husband. And she kept speaking and telling and letting them know how dangerous he was, and they never followed up. Have you all heard about this?
No.
All right, well, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about that.
All right, so a South Florida sheriff's office has fired 6 more deputies. Now, let me say, I have researched this story, and I cannot find how many originally got fired. So let me say that first. But I know that 6 more have gotten fired. So, and 11 others were disciplined for their handling of the case of Mary Gingles, a woman who investigators say was murdered by her estranged husband after she had warned officers for months that she feared he would kill her. 2 officers, okay, so there it is. Originally, there were 2 officers that had previously been dismissed for their role in the case. So now they had internal affairs involved. An internal investigation was found that multiple Broward Sheriff's Office deputies failed to properly investigate Gingles' reports of domestic violence perpetrated by her husband. His name was Nathan Gingles, before he allegedly carried out a triple homicide of his wife, her father, and a neighbor.
Damn.
Yeah, this man was obsessed bad. He was not going to be denied. And the sad part about it is that when he was carrying this out, he did it in front of their 4-year-old daughter, who was begging him to stop at this time.
Damn.
It happened like outside. It wasn't in the house. So, let's dive a little deeper into this. Nathan Gingles has pled not guilty. If convicted, he could face the death penalty. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. He was an evil person. He was to me, he was just vindictive for no reason. Because if somebody don't want you, it's time for you to move on. But you gave them a reason not to want you. Apparently, you were obviously abusive and dangerous.
Yeah.
So, despite Mary Ingles' repeated pleas for help, it has shaken the whole South Florida community, because now the community of Tamarack is what it's called, or Tamarack, and it's ignited fresh scrutiny of officers' failures to use the state's, it's called the red flag law.
Yeah.
You've heard of that?
I have.
Yeah, I had never heard of that.
See, that's what I'm saying. I was curious. I was like, what's going to be the ramifications of this? What's going to change?
Okay,
Right.
for the ones that don't know, what's the red flag?
So the red flag law is to remove firearms from a person deemed a danger to themselves or others. It's simple.
Yeah.
It's simple. So my question is, why? What else did they need? So let's dive into a little bit more, because they did not follow. They
needed to give a fuck.
Right. and there it is.
And there it is.
You know, they didn't follow through on threats that Gingles, had repeatedly reported. And this was from February 16th. Nathan Gingles fatally shot his father-in-law as he was drinking coffee on the back patio of the family's home before chasing Mary down the street and killing her and Farron, who was a neighbor whose home she fled to, according to the investigators. So the neighbor had no clue what was going on.
Damn.
So she fled to him in hopes of protection.
Yeah.
And he and this person never stood a chance. And it says Ferrin, Ferrin. I don't know if it's a male or a female, but it just says. And I have to show y'all a picture of him. Let me show y'all a picture of him. Oh, hold up.
The perpetrator, right?
Yes. Does look at him?
Yeah, he looks abusive.
Yeah, that kind of looks.
Kind of looks like Javi. No, I mean Omega. Kind of looks like Omega. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You wish.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, he does. He has no bit of remorse in his eyes on this mugshot. So this is what the sheriff's office is saying. We had multiple opportunities to protect Mary during the months preceding her death. So she had been trying to let them know for months before he did this heinous act.
Yeah.
Months preceding her death, when she alerted us to the domestic violence she was experiencing. The deputies and detectives assigned to investigate these cases failed their training and ultimately failed to handle Mary's repeated cries for help with the urgency required. This is from the Broward County Sheriff. His name is Gregory Tony. Gregory Tony.
Yeah.
I mean, you think?
Oh,
I mean, that speaks for itself. I mean, like, come on, man. I mean, but to me, he has to fall in there somewhere. I mean, how could he not know? How could he not know about this? How could he not know about the situation and them not knowing, or him not knowing that they were not following up properly?
Oh, well, I would say like that would be probably the general type shit that people experience on job. Maybe they're understaffed, or maybe like there's people enough below him. He's like, well, they'll take care of it, or I'll be notified or something, and maybe it just slipped through the cracks. Or like I said, I mean, maybe they just really don't give a fuck.
Right, and that's a hard pill to swallow, because like we always say on this podcast, you are somebody and you matter. And in this case, Mary Gingles, she mattered. And I mean, and this is what's disheartening what I'm about to read to y'all. It says, according to an investigation by the Miami Herald, in the year leading up to her murder, Mary Gingles had confided in friends, family, and law enforcement officers that she feared her estranged husband was going to kill her. She felt this deep in her soul.
Oh, I'm sure he probably told her many times.
Yeah. Oh, and it gets better. He repeatedly violated restraining orders, barring him from the family house. How could he get away with this? How could he? I mean, because we already know a restraining order. All you got to do is be, if you're the victim, the potential victim, all you got to do is be in the store and just see them across the street and be like, and he could be minding his own business and be like, oh no, he's here, and they will pick you up.
Yeah.
So I don't know how, but yeah, he said he repeatedly violated restraining orders, barring him from the family home, terrorizing his wife by putting a tracker on her car and leaving a backpack full of supplies like duct tape and zip ties in the garage.
Now, he wasn't an ex-cop, was he?
Nah, and that's the thing. I mean, it's all laid out there. I mean, this is just sad to me. It's sad because this could have been prevented. It says Gingles' alleged behavior in the months leading up to the killings was consistent with what experts say are known risk factors for further abuse. I mean, so it was all out there. I mean, more female intimate partners are killed by firearms than by all other means combined, according to the Department of Justice analysis of the study by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. One of the most crucial steps to prevent lethal violence is to disarm abusers and keep them disarmed.
Well, I hate to say this, but I mean, Florida's not really the biggest fan of regulations.
No.
Which is why, I mean, I was kind of surprised on several episodes back when, I mean, I honestly didn't think they had red flag laws in Florida.
Right. And like I say, it's my first time even hearing about that.
Yeah, especially like with having to do with firearms and everything. I would think they'd be like, let people do whatever they want.
Right. And the thing about that is that you even have to come up with a red flag law to take away somebody's firearms. But I guess that's that amendment, a right to bear arms. They have to be able to counteract that. Is what I'm thinking.
Gotcha.
And that's crazy to me. And that's all I have about it. I'm just gonna address my personal feelings about it again,
Right.
Because it is sad to me. Because I want to address this to the women out there, that to the women that are experiencing this. This woman did all she could do. This woman did all she could do, and then some, and she was not protected. And so for the women out there, for even for the state of Florida, on their behalf, I'm apologizing as a man. I'm apologizing to women for her, because she didn't deserve that, and you have those reckless men out there that'll say, well, what did she do to provoke him? That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She deserved better. And women out there deserve better, because this is not the first time this has happened. It happened here in Lexington, where a woman was trying to get a protective order against her husband. She was trying to divorce him, and he came back and he unalived her. It happened maybe last year, you know, and so, when women come like that, and that's why, the woman that cried wolf, and there's women out there that create false reports that make it bad for the women that are really in danger.
Yeah.
And so, but we're not going to worry about them, because the law does what it's supposed to do. It does the proper investigation and says there's nothing here to see, even though the man may have to suffer in it, during the process, which is bad, which is what the vindictive woman wants to do. But we're not talking about them. We're talking about, like, this Miss Mary Gingles, that should still be alive. And if she wasn't alive, it would not be by his hand. It would be by some natural order of things.
Yeah, it shakes up your faith in the system.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And so, women out there, don't give up on the system. Keep doing what you need to do. And hopefully they'll advocate. We'll be able to advocate in a way, because it varies from state to state.
Yeah. Something's got to change.
Yeah.
We all need to do better, and that's not just talking about society as a whole.
Yeah.
Like, we as men need to do better as well.
Right. I mean, I don't know what this man was going through, Mr. Nathan Gingles, and he's pleading not guilty. But I understand, because he's facing the death penalty. He has to plead not guilty to save his own life. They're not going to just say, oh, no, you're going to plead guilty and accept this. No, you're going to have to fight, because that would be unconstitutional. And
Right.
so, I don't know. And that's why we talked about mental health for men as well. We don't know what he was going through. We don't know what his mental capacity was, his psyche, depression, what have you. And so I want to say that as well. I'm not condoning what he did, but, get help. Get help.
Get some help.
Get some help, because you have to be able to walk away. You have to be able to walk away and take your losses. And if you having to walk away because of who you were in the relationship, that's how you need to seek help, so you can be better, because nobody deserves what you took them through or what you're going to take them through, whether it be your spouse, your ex, or somebody in the future. Because let's remember, he unalived the father-in-law and a neighbor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, somewhere in there, and I guess it didn't matter, because she just wanted him gone.
Right.
And so he just was not even he was just like, it is going to be what it's going to be. And so to wrap this up, men, get help so you can live long and prosper, and not, take someone else's life who doesn't deserve it. And women, big ups to you all. We love you all, and we're gonna continue to advocate for your all safety. And this is Cha Cha with the Run It Back crew, and I'm out. Peace.
Later.
Deuces.
Bye.